With the news of Black Ops 3 recently announced, all the prominent YouTubers seem to be focused on that. Meanwhile, in Advanced Warfare, something awfully suspicious was noted to be going on since the latest patch. I couldn't quite place my finger on what it was, but it was brought to my attention via Reddit. It turns out Sledghehammer Games did a stealth NERF on something in Advanced Warfare. I say stealth because it was not listed in the patch notes. The only way this was found at all was through testing. All credit goes to the user CatIsFine2, and the link to the Reddit discussion is in the description. I'm definitely not a fan of when developers are sneaky like this and don't add it to the patch notes. So I'm referring to the Rapid Fire attachment. Rapid Fire made its return to Advanced Warfare to all SMGs and heavy weapons, except for the laser types, of course. So let me tell you what it used to do before I tell you what it now does. It used to increase your rate of fire by 25%. As a negative, it used to increase the recoil by 15% and the hipfire spread by 20%. To be honest, this wasn't bad at all. For those of you that played Black Ops 2 as a comparison, let's just review what that version of Rapid Fire did. So again, in Black Ops 2, Rapid Fire increased the rate of fire by 51% on SMGs and 33% on LMGs. Besides the increased recoil, it increased hipfire spread by 30% on SMGs and 20% for LMGs. Lastly, it also decreased range by 60% for SMGs and 40% for LMGs. So Black Ops 2 version of Rapid Fire heavily increased the fire rate, moderately increased the recoil and hipfire spread, but insanely decreased your range. You'll notice that the range decrease was not present in Advanced Warfare, which was quite nice. Until now, that is. So let me get the technical jargon out of the way first. So the original Rapid Fire formula for Advanced Warfare was as follows. It was weapons fire time times 0.8, hip fire spread times 1.2, and view kick times 1.15. The new rapid fire formula is as follows. Max damage range times 0.85, fire rate times 0.8, hip fire spread times 1.2, and view kick times 1.2. So if it's not obvious from the formulas, here's what the change results in. 15% decreased maximum range, which wasn't decreased at all in the original Rapid Fire. In addition, 5% more recoil for a total of 20%. So obviously it's the 15% decreased maximum range that will cause you issues. What does a 15% decreased range look like? Well, here's a picture showing approximately what it would be. The blue line is where the normal maximum range would be, and the red line is after a 15% reduction. Granted, it doesn't look that bad, but it can definitely hinder your time to kill with certain weapons. Let's look at an example of this and how Rapid Fire now essentially will make your weapons weaker. So using the stock ASM-1 with advanced rifling, if we go into the second stall on the firing range and test on the right target, it'll take 3 shots to destroy. So now let's add Rapid Fire to this same weapon with advanced rifling and repeat the test. Again, before the stealth nerf, it would take 3 shots to destroy. Now, however, as you can see, it takes 5 shots. This, of course, is due to that 15% decreased maximum range. So I don't know about most of you guys, but I usually have at least one gun I use Rapid Fire on. My favorite is the KF5, or I should say was the KF5, which is what I'm using in this gameplay here. I need to note that this range decrease is for max damage only. So if you like to put Rapid Fire on, say, the Amelie Heavy variant, it wouldn't affect it. The damage profile for the Amelie Heavy is 35 across the board. So it essentially doesn't have a max damage range to decrease. Therefore, my advice would be to find weapons similar to this with consistent damage profiles if you plan on using Rapid Fire still. So the question remains, why did they make this change? To be honest, I hardly ever see anyone run the Rapid Fire attachment. If everyone was using it, sure, I could see the need for a nerf. So I did a bit of research, and it seems that Rapid Fire on the ASM-1 was used quite a bit in game battles. Now, I'm not very up to speed on what game battles are. I think it's where the pros get their start. Someone should definitely correct me if I'm wrong on this, though. As most of you should know, the ASM-1 is already a 3-shot high rate of fire gun. And if you add foregrip and Rapid Fire, it also became a low recoil gun, with great melting potential. Not to mention, if you add Rapid Fire to a variant that already increased its fire rate, you'd have an even more powerful gun. However, that's just one gun. The ASM-1 is already overpowered to begin with. I don't think this weapon alone warranted the nerf to Rapid Fire, especially since in regular public matches you hardly ever saw Rapid Fire used. I don't know if any of you watch Optic Midnight, but she was pretty outspoken on Rapid Fire, even prompting a reply from the developer Michael Condrey himself. She tweeted this, "Mind equal blown that Rapid Fire is not banned yet," to which Michael Condrey replied, why you hate fun. And she responded with, 1v1 me, I'll use an ASM-1 with rapid fire, you use an ASM-1 with no rapid fire. Fun. So there's speculation out there that Optic Midnight is the cause for this nerf. It's a known fact that Michael Condrey takes the opinions of popular YouTubers and professional players very seriously. So this wouldn't surprise me at all if he acted upon her hatred towards rapid fire. Nonetheless, interesting changes. I advise you guys to just stick with weapon variants that have higher fire rates rather than picking variants that don't and just adding rapid fire. This new 15% decrease maximum range is nothing to scoff at. I'm more bothered by the fact that they didn't include this change in the patch notes. And that begs the question, what else have they fixed without letting us know?